There he goes.
Oh, yeah, no recording.
Yeah, 10 years later.
Slightly terrifying.
Okay, in case you missed last week, here's a recap of what I had to say. Hello, what? Ryan, what am I thinking of?
Nobody really knows that answer.
Yeah.
Ryan. Deus Ex Machina, duh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was tired. Leave me alone. I like how I forget what episode we're on. It's like single digits.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay.
1, 2, 5, 7.
Niner. Were you calling from a walkie-talkie?
Tucky?
Okay, welcome back everybody to Not Rich Just Bored. I'm sorry. This is episode 5. I hope I am more cognitive tonight, even though I am tired. That last episode, that was rough though.
It was great.
You weren't there.
It was about an hour of conversation and 2 hours of Cody stuttering. Thinking what he's going to say. Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we can cut this from a half hour of stuttering and half-hour conversation here.
I have to hire my own editor just to edit out the stutters and the thinking.
Fuck, he would get overtime every time he goes to edit this shit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to pay the OT.
He'd be like, hey, we got about 3 minutes of usable material, boss. What do you want me to do with it?
Yeah.
That's going to be a thing. If this podcast ever takes off, that'll be a thing in the future. It'll be like Cody stuttering compilation.
Yeah.
And then
10 hours.
Houster misogynist compilation.
Mhm.
And then it'll be Sword Kira not showing up compilation.
Hey man. Just how it be.
Listen, this podcast is going to burn to the ground before we get famous.
Exactly.
Look, just because
Cody's going to get canceled way before this thing gets famous.
Yeah. Just because you had your grandpa's funeral to go to, okay?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a joke for yesterday.
My grandpa dying is not a joke, Howie.
Yeah.
It was really.
Well, I don't know.
That's kind of serious. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, definitely. Seriously.
That was a real thing. It's probably going to be a shorter one tonight because I do have some. I'm preoccupied. Cue the part where Hal goes, "Wow."
Wow.
I know, because I'm like, it was all over Christmas, and I didn't even come see you once. You're like, I basically hate you now.
I tried to come see you, but you're like, oh, I'm hanging out with my family. It's like, holy fuck, man. Get a grip on reality.
I know. And those losers, they might even watch this podcast. So
yeah.
I'm going to tell them, hey, next time, don't travel 5 hours to see me, okay? That's enough of that. We don't want that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all know my sister just came down to see you.
I know. Yeah, I know. And if Jen is watching this or listening to this, I'm sorry.
When this airs tomorrow, all we see is like this picture uploaded. It's like, Justin committed suicide last night.
Holy shit!
What happened? He took a toaster he took a toaster into the bathtub. He's never seen it again. Yeah, okay, Jen, good one.
Mm-hmm.
Then there'll be like an Unsolved Mysteries episode about it. Everything was fine.
She'll probably
it wasn't.
Even though we're joking about the sister thing, she'll probably kill me anyways.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see that that meme that's going around of Mr. Incredible, where it's like he's normal, and then it's like the blacked out version of it?
Oh, okay. I never understood that one though.
I don't. It's like supposed to be like the Unsolved Mystery thing, I guess. It's like everything was good until it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Because those like blacked out photos always look creepy as hell.
Oh yeah.
I love that. But yeah, what'd you guys do for Christmas? What's going on?
I went to my girlfriend's family's place, and it was a good time.
Yeah. Did you get
3 hour
to-
drive, kind of hit like a bit of a blizzard on the way there, but
Oh my god!
it was all right.
Can we just talk for a second about how we are getting teabagged by the weather right now?
Yeah.
It's been like negative 45 all week.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And that's Celsius.
yeah, Celsius. I always like to
Because
say that
that'd be like negative like 2,500 in fucking Fahrenheit or some weird shit like that.
yeah. Well, that's the weird thing about Fahrenheit. Sorry.
Is it doesn't make sense? Yeah, I know.
Fahrenheit
Yeah.
doesn't
Sorry.
Fahrenheit switch like
It doesn't scale properly. Like the way it
No.
scales is like it just doesn't make any sense.
When
I thought it
it's
was
in
like once it gets to like a certain degree in Fahrenheit, like a negative, then it just kind of matches up with Celsius.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, when Fahrenheit's and Celsius in the negative, they're the same. But then when they're positive, it's like 80 degrees out today. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Scale it down a little bit, Americans.
Mhm.
You frickin' Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yank. Come
Okay,
up here
so-
with the Canucks.
Okay, calm down.
Jesus Christ.
Come
Chill
up
the
here.
fuck out.
Making
What?
fun of Americans and then you're making fun of black women last podcast. Like, what are you gonna do this?
Hey, I said she was the funniest one there.
Yeah.
We're joking, by the way. We're
Mm.
joking.
Wow, great. Now we're all canceled.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we're all
thanks,
okay.
Howie.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
a lot,
no
buddy.
problem. No problem.
Yeah, for the record, I was saying she had the only funny joke in the show.
Yeah.
All right, and
But
I'm
the way
gonna
you,
go-
yeah.
apparently the way I worded it was not good, but so I apologize if anybody took offense, like Sword Cure did.
Yeah, I was extremely offended.
Yeah, he literally wrote me hate mail,
Hmm.
and he was like, "Hey, take that episode down, you piece of fucking shit."
Thank God I wasn't in that one.
And then you also said, "Edit out all the stutters next time." And
Yeah,
I said then we'd have no episode.
Yeah.
it's true though. I literally,
I was even
yeah.
stuttering that episode.
Oh, I'm serious though. I was so fucking tired because I can't sleep in hotels. Like I don't know why. Recently, I just
Oh,
can't.
really?
I don't know why. I just recently couldn't.
I
just
can't sleep in like other people's houses, except when I just randomly show up to your place and just pass
Yeah.
out on your couch for 4 hours. But other than that, I can't like sleep in other people's like houses, like in their beds and shit. I just can't do it. I like to be in my own bed in my own room.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know. It's
true.
weird.
And that's especially as I've gotten older. It's like, yeah, definitely a creature of habit.
Yeah.
It's like, and I think that's something to do with the hotels. But yeah, I can't. I just can't do it. Yeah, I was like waking up every hour on the hour.
Oh, that
Like,
sucks.
I got maybe
That
like
sucks.
two. I got maybe like 2 hours of sleep, and then yeah, we did the. I'm like, show must go on, bro.
Mhm.
And the
That's
result was. Hello, Ryan. You know what I'm talking about?
No. The
No, all I heard was stuttering.
I sleep really good actually in hotels, thankfully. I think it's because I just don't have a great bed, but
That could be it. Yeah, that's one thing that changed my life was getting a proper bed. Like,
Mhm.
Oh, really?
oh, I love my bed and my pillows are so nice. It's like it's jamming.
Yeah.
It's the perfect, and it's funny because I did like one of those not a sleep test, but like a test at Sleep Country, which is a mattress store in Canada. For anybody that doesn't know, and I like got there's this one that was on clearance. And I'm like, this one's really nice. There's a little firm, and I was about to buy it, and then the guy's like, hey, we also have this one on clearance. I'm like, I'll try it. I'll humor. I really like this one, but I'll humor myself. And then I got on that one, and it was just perfect. And I just sunk right into it. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
the guy woke me up as I'm snoring in Sleep Country. He's like, sir, do you want this one? I'm like, what?
Jesus.
And then he suckered me into $200 pillows.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're those cooled ones. They got the cooling gel on them.
You're the kind of guy that gets the premium air put in your tires.
Oh,
I do.
fuck
Oh,
off.
definitely.
It's called nitrogen. Just
Yeah,
I know.
God.
It's called Gyark's Air. But yeah, no, they're really nice pillows though. But it was buy one get one. So, but they're like $200. So I'm like, I think they're just $100 each, and you're putting them to 200 and
Oh,
making it
100%.
seem like I'm getting a good deal.
fuck. My favorite thing right now is I got like a heat sheet or blanket or whatever you want to call it. So
Yeah.
I just crank that bitch on the fucking max before I go to bed, and
It's kind of
nothing like
funny
getting
how
into a warm bed. Like I
Oh,
hate warm beds in the summertime, but when you're cold and you get into a warm bed, it's like the
oh
best
yeah.
feeling ever.
yeah.
But you're also a vampire during the winter
That's true.
because because of that samurai sword that's embedded in your arm.
Yeah, I know. Poor Thomas.
Yeah, I was just do you remember that? No, okay. How this is a real story. We actually fooled one of our old classmates. Thomas was his name, and he actually fooled him because he has this metal. What was it from your dirt bike accident?
Yeah, I had plates put in my arm.
Yeah, he had plates put in his arm, but it looks kind of like a sword scar from the surgery. And I
Yeah.
remember you just had your straight ass poker face that you always do. And he just convinced Thomas. He's like, "What happened? You got like a surgery or something?" He's like, "No, I literally got attacked by a samurai. He stabbed me with his katana and it broke off in there."
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Because like
Well,
you can feel the like if you can feel the metal
yeah,
like underneath the skin.
yeah.
And then I just like, yeah.
And he literally fell for it. Like he's like, "That's insane."
Mhm.
Like as if you don't know that we're fucking with you.
Yeah.
That was too funny. But that's why your arms are cold, though.
Yeah, I got terrible circulation.
Yeah, circulation's all fucked up. So you gotta have your vampire bed.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that's all you did. You just hung out with her family basically and
Yeah. Yeah.
chilled.
Yeah, it was a good
Nice.
time.
You get any sick presents?
Just got lots of smaller stuff, like more like your stocking stuffer type things,
Oh yeah,
which I love because then I don't have to buy that shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
No socks, no underwear, no
Exactly.
thongs. Don't have to buy your thongs
Yeah.
anymore.
Thongs, yeah. How about you, Howie?
Yeah.
Went and saw family, I guess, and that's about it. Didn't really do anything at all.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah, I'm
Mister,
not a
I
big
have a
family
family.
guy like Mr. Garnham here.
What are you talking about? You and your mom go for dinner every week, every day, and then she goes like, "Honey, you're getting enough to eat."
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, pretty much.
Honey,
Pretty much.
No, I'm serious.
Would
Eat
you
your
like
vegetables.
hey, would you like to go and meet up? Well, it's minus 40
Holy
outside,
shit.
so no. And actually I wanted to mention I wanted to mention there's that thing that what was it? The health minister of Alberta
Oh, I haven't
That
heard
was
nothing.
talking was
what
talking
happened?
about how like you should do some for the Christmas holiday season you should spend do outdoor activities with your family, and then there's like it's a picture, it's a meme almost because
Yeah.
it shows that, and then after that it shows like the weather network, and it's just like the whole week it's like minus 45 minus 45 minus 45. Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
just go die outside with your friends. It'll be a great
yeah
time.
yeah.
Friends and
At
family.
least we're not gonna die from the virus.
Fuck, I don't even know if this virus can survive this shit.
Yeah. Well, you hear what's happening in the States?
No.
What's
They're,
happened in the
I
States?
think maybe I talked to,
Oh yeah,
to
no. You mentioned it yesterday,
yeah,
actually. Yeah.
I know Cody. I don't think I talked to. The States, they're planning on changing the quarantine time from 14 days or 30 days or whatever they're at to 5 days.
Oh, I didn't even know they still have mandates like that.
Yeah, like yeah. If
Oh
you're
my
sick,
god.
if you're sick and you get quarantined, they're bringing it down to or they're working on trying to bring it down to 5 days to get the working people back to work. It's just like
And to spread COVID.
yeah. It's just like you guys are making it even worse on like if you're trying to really convince people that this virus is bad and stuff and that a pandemic is still a thing, then why are you doing stuff like this?
Hmm.
I
Like
know,
it's
right?
just so
I think it's just so
stupid.
stupid. Everything about it is stupid at this point. I'm just so tired of it. I don't
Yeah.
even care. Like
I know.
literally, I'm double vaxxed. Fucking leave me alone.
Did
Yeah.
you
I
guys?
just want to go on with my life. You know,
But you
Yeah,
I did
but
what
you'll
you guys
still
wanted.
spread.
Like fuck off.
Yeah.
I told it to my coworkers it was a joke, of course,
Yeah.
but I legitimately said, I said, if I have to if I have to wear masks for a whole nother year, I'm gonna bite on the end of a shotgun at the end of the year. Like, I'm like,
Holy
seriously.
fuck.
I know my coworkers think I'm psycho, but
Kurt Cobain it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Least like videotape it so I can make a YouTube channel.
I know. Oh, do you guys remember that?
We can make a
Do you
few more
remember?
episodes.
Do you remember that? Did you guys ever see that video before it got taken down of the guy on Twitch that killed himself?
No.
No.
No? Oh my god. That was horrific. It was a guy like live streaming, like just chatting essentially.
Yeah.
And then he was like something about his girlfriend. I don't know. Obviously he had some shit going on. But then his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever was like, I think she was like talking to him on the phone saying some horse shit. And he's like, I think it was like, fuck you, I'll see you in the next life or something. And then he like hangs up the phone, like just throws it. And he's like, well, guys, I guess that's it. And he just fucking puts a shotgun under his jaw. And just
Okay. Holy
I'm
fuck.
sorry, but that's such a selfish piece of shit thing to do. No
what?
offense. I know
Well,
that might come off very like a curveball, but you're sorry. I I don't know. I think there's got to be a point where like when it comes to a scenario like that, I understand suicide, people have problems and stuff, but when you go and like fucking make it a public thing in front of people,
Yeah,
go
obviously
yeah,
fuck
there was
yourself.
a bit of attention seeking there, obviously.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
because
yeah.
why would you be on Twitch? Like
Yeah.
obviously this was pre-planned.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like, I guess I think he was doing it beforehand, but
Oh,
yeah, like he was, but I don't know what, I can't remember the full story. I just saw it. It was horrific,
yeah.
but he basically was saying, yeah, like he's done, like he was doing games before, but then his ex girlfriend, I think it was his ex girlfriend, yeah,
Mhm.
phoned him, and then obviously the call didn't go well because then yeah, when he came back to the stream, he looked pretty fucking done with
And he
life,
just
and
had a loaded gun sitting beside him
yeah,
for shits and gigs.
I think he
You
had a
know what I
plan
mean?
for a while.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But
At,
all you see is like he does it, and then for like 5 minutes, you just literally see him just, he's dead, and then you just see blood leaking out of his face the whole time, and then all you see is like this SWAT team break down his door,
Oh,
and then like and
because
then
Liz, yeah.
because 911, well, people
Yeah.
had called 911 because on the stream he was threatening kill himself.
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like people took it as a threat and they knew where he lived. I don't know whether they doxed him or what, or if they just
Jesus.
knew him personally. But yeah, they called the police on him, but they didn't make it. They were like 5 minutes late. So
Fuck, that got dark quick.
I know,
Oh.
my point is, yeah, if you're
This is
gonna
our
do that,
Christmas special.
yeah, Merry
If
Christmas. But my point is, if you're gonna do shit like that, yeah, don't do that on stream. That's
And
not
it's
good.
the thing that people like. I don't know again what his audience was, but at the end of the day, the audience in Twitch or wherever you're streaming, I shouldn't just say Twitch. Anywhere you stream, your audience, in my opinion, doesn't give a fuck about your personal life. They want to know. They want to be entertained. That's what they're there for most of the time, unless
Yeah,
your life is apparently that entertaining.
I care about
But
your life when I'm watching you.
thanks, man. I
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
But
I'm
I
always like,
guess
why does he have that loaded pistol on his bed?
yeah, exactly. Listen, when I'm gonna Glock myself here, I'll make sure I turn off the stream first.
Yeah.
But it's just yeah, I've dealt with suicidal thoughts and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
it's just like there's this weird um selfishness part of things that just frustrate me with that, and it's like
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't.
most.
Again, it's a touchy subject, and I know some people
Yeah,
feel very uncomfortable about it. But it's just, yeah. When I think of stuff like that, if you're gonna make your suicide public, I could give two fucks about you. Sorry, just that
yeah,
you're trying to get. I don't know where like you're this. Oh, people are gonna know me. People are gonna know me. No, they're not. They're just gonna
no,
look at you as the crazy guy who just shot yourself in fucking public, and then
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
it's just like a school shooter. Guy goes out, thinks he's gonna make a thing. You know what? Half the school shootings now the if he's affected other people by shooting people,
Mhm.
then okay, he's that memories or whatever it's gonna be there. But you can't tell me that we're still thinking from a shooting that's happened 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
No,
That
no,
topic's over with. It's over. Like,
no. We're not thinking about the shooter. Like
yeah,
the families are still in mourning, but
exactly. Yeah, the
nobody,
shooter thinks
nobody.
he's going to be famous for the next 100 years, but the reality of it is you're 2 weeks news, buddy.
Until they
Yeah,
make a Netflix documentary about it,
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
which is happening a lot with
yeah.
like these,
I
especially
know.
with the crimes things. Like, you know,
Oh
Netflix is
yeah,
just going crazy with that shit.
Oh,
that
I
was a
know.
that was a big problem that people had with like not the last season, but the season before it of American Horror Story. They
Yeah.
had because they had what the hell's his name? Richard Ramirez, like the Night Stalker. He was a character in their show
Oh yeah.
because it was set around the year when he was active, and he was this handsome looking actor, and all the girls were going, "Oh, he's so hot," right?
Mhm.
It's like and like a lot of people just found they were glorifying that guy,
Yeah.
like the Night Stalker, when he was literally like a child rapist
Yeah.
and he raped like old women and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's like we should not be glorifying these people.
No.
No.
It just, but by the same token, girls love like all girls pretty much love that true crime shit.
Yeah.
Obsessed with it.
I
Yeah.
love them psychopaths.
Yeah, I think it's because they're planning on trying to figure out ways to kill us.
Oh, they have been for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, this is how we're gonna kill him. This is how we're gonna get him.
Gotta get 'em.
But yeah. So, anyways, we got Dark for Christmas. That's good.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a perfect time for the
Perfect.
holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I pretty much did the same thing as Ryan. I just kind of chilled and hung out with family and
Oh, we don't care about your story.
Yeah, we don't. No, no.
okay. Okay. Hey guys, I'm going live on Twitch in about 5 minutes.
Holy fuck! Jesus Christ!
You stole my girlfriend.
Yeah, you're gonna think about my eyes for the rest of your life.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
Yeah, and that's why it's a short one today because they're like, come hang out with us, and
Holy.
otherwise she will turn into liberal Ashley. I'm literally gonna show her that picture. That's hilarious.
Do
That
you
is
see the
hilarious.
resemblance at all,
Oh,
or is
I
it
do.
just me?
I do.
like uncanny.
Yes,
Uncanny.
I know. I actually thought it was her at first. I'm like, well, no, this is just some random ad on my Facebook. There's no fucking way.
I actually thought you like just photoshopped a picture of her.
Oh,
I'll be honest. I'll
But
be
then I
honest.
noticed the
Same.
mic, and
Same.
I'm like,
I thought that was her actually.
holy
Yeah.
shit! So that's crazy.
for context, Justin put
Hey,
in our
okay.
Discord chat a picture of my sister, but it's not her. It's a chick that looks like her.
Okay,
Yeah.
now do you not find that very strange that popped up on my feed when we were talking, like literally joking about her like a minute earlier?
Holy
Like,
shit.
you know what I mean though? Isn't that fucking weird? Like,
Yep.
That is
Simula-
actually that's
fucking welcome to the fucking Matrix, boys.
Yep. I still want to go see that movie.
Yeah, me too, actually. That's one movie
Yeah.
I really want to see in theaters.
Well, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know when you want to go see it. I'm down.
Well, let me know when it's not fucking minus 45 outside.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
I know.
True.
I know.
I don't
heard
even
about-
like driving. Like I do not like driving long distances when it's this cold because honestly,
Yeah.
it's pretty dangerous. Because if you get you could die of hypothermia pretty fucking fast. If you
Yeah.
even got in an accident, like if you got
Yeah.
knocked out in an accident, you'd be
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
toast.
Oh, agree. I agree.
So, yeah, boy. But yeah, no, if it's still in theaters, I would be down to go to that for sure
Nice.
because
Sorry,
it maybe looks really cool.
A quick question for you guys. Can you hear that alarm?
No.
Okay.
No.
Our fucking smoke alarm's going off. I think.
Oh,
I think
Your
Kyle's
brother
cooking.
cooking?
just trying to cook again.
But yeah. I was like, I think the sound filtering is filtering it out, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
No,
was
it's doing the job.
I was like, what the hell? Yeah, love the AI technology. But yeah, one small thing I was gonna bring up from you, Justin. I don't know if
Yeah.
this is this. I don't know if this is real,
What?
but like that IRS thing you sent me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Is that
I get a
actually?
laugh.
Apparently that is supposed to be real because I seen it all over Twitter that day.
That is hilarious. So it's
Yeah.
a thing from the internal, like the revenue agency, and it's under their like it's under things you have to claim on your taxes. And it's so funny. I can't believe this is real. If it's not real, somebody
Whatever.
calls. So
Yeah.
but I still think it's funny either way. But yeah, under the IRS website, it says, illegal activities. Income from illegal activities such as money from dealing illegal drugs must be included in your income on Schedule 1, Form
You know the
1040.
concerning part about that is
What's that?
there's probably people out there that see that as criminals and are like, oh well, yeah, I better to go do that.
It's funny.
Like, the
I
government-
heard a story actually. I heard a story about a drug dealer that was legitimately claiming all of his fucking taxes. Okay, but then
my
when
God.
they finally caught up with him, they barely charged him for anything because in a lot of places, all they care about is the fucking money that they're supposed to be getting. They don't care about the actual like what you're doing. So he barely got any charges because he was actually paying the government all that money.
Oh my God.
But
That's
how
what I
fucking
mean, like-
stupid can you be though? Because obviously they're gonna see you put that money on the column and be like, okay, well this guy's fucking selling drugs. Maybe we should go see him. Like fuck.
I guess he's the
Ridiculous.
reason why the IRS fucking decided to make that.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
Oh
we
my
might get
God.
some more money. And the other part of that IRS thing is the stolen property as well. If you steal property, you must report its fair market value in your income in the year you steal it, unless you return it to its rightful owner in the same year. What?
Fuck, we're gonna have to. Yeah.
Like that can't be real. Like, oh my God, that's ridiculous. That's hilarious.
hmm
But
I
Yeah.
believe it though.
oh, I 100%.
That's the sad part about it.
Because a lot
Yeah.
of those government pages are just freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the amount of warnings they have, it'll be like, warning, fire is hot.
It
Don't-
just shows how there's really fucking incompetent people out there.
Oh yeah, it's true.
You know, it's just
You
the
want to talk
reality
about
of it.
incompetent people? I saw a person driving it was in this negative 45 weather, and the roads around town are just ice. That's all
Yeah.
they are. I saw this idiot driving in a single cab truck with a baby on his lap.
Oh my God.
I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, man! It's really icy out.
Yeah.
If you get in an accident, that baby's going through that windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like-
Some people do not belong having children.
No,
I agree.
Like
don't belong.
I know one person, and there's only 3 of us here. But yeah.
Oh,
I was
Ryan,
just joking. I was just joking.
Ryan, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously Ryan.
Obviously, I threw it out.
Holy shit.
I
It's a
left it
joke.
in the
Calm down.
I left it in the napkin in the park.
Wait, what do you mean? Can you explain what you're talking about?
So basically, when you
No,
wrap your hands around your penis, eventually ejaculate will come out. And then
okay, that's enough of that. Jesus Christ.
and Ryan likes to do it on park benches. So it comes out
Jesus
and
Christ.
all he has is those little wet wipes. Sometimes he uses the little dog poop bags.
Hey, I'm gonna be starting a Twitch stream pretty soon if you don't be quiet.
But, oh my god. Okay, I actually just looked at the side of the online thing and it shows my Twitch there. I'm like, wait, am I live?
Holy shit. Yeah.
That would suck because my webcam would be looking at my saggy titties right now.
Shit.
My Twitch would not want to see that, or maybe they would. You never know.
Depends on your audience, I guess.
Yeah,
He has
some people.
4 more viewers.
Holy fuck, just gets like 800 subs in one night. He started up his own category instead of hot tub stream. It's just called Saggy Tits.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It'll be IRL orangutan titties. That'll be my new name.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Uh,
But so, are you guys buying into it?
What?
Are you guys buying into the metaverse?
I think the meta, like, this has been bothering me for like since it's been talked about. I think there's going to be some crazy opportunities in the metaverse. It's just I don't know what they are yet, but I think there will be.
Yeah. There's literally talk like a bunch of people talking about like the future.
Yeah.
And they're kind of going along the lines of like Ready Player One, you know, with
Oh
the
yeah,
Oasis,
for sure. Yeah.
which is I think what's going to happen eventually.
I think there will be like jobs in the metaverse.
Yeah,
Like I legitimately think there will be eventually.
yeah, and I think there's a lot of cool opportunities. And see, that's where I feel like NFTs would come in for like items to use with your avatar or whatever you have, whatever you have going on in there, your house, like digital real estate, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's like I always thought it was stupid, but then like when I sat down and thought about it today, I'm like, you know what? People live so much of their lives online already. Is it really that far fetched to think they're gonna buy digital real estate?
No,
And
not
like,
at all. Like in a game, it like say it like an MMO. Do you know how
yeah,
fucking well look actually before even MMOs, look at Fable. Do you know or even any games like that, but do you know how awesome and cool it was to own your own house in a game like Skyrim or Fable? Like that feeling of like oh even though it's fucking code and it has
yeah,
no like real value to it. It was still it fucking pumped up your dopamine still owning
yeah,
property in a digital world.
yeah. But I
So
guess
yeah,
the real difference is though is that there's no risk. You know,
yeah, yeah,
like, there's no risk playing those games. But like in the in the metaverse, they're spending. Some people are spending stupid amounts of money.
yeah, millions of dollars.
Yeah, millions of dollars on this stuff. But you know what though, if in 20 years, say people are spending even 50% of their time in this alternate reality, you know, there's gonna be people that want that clout. They want that.
Yeah,
You know,
I actually have like management where I work. Honestly, believes a lot of their meetings could potentially go onto the metaverse.
yeah.
Like
yeah,
a
Which
lot of
is
like
weird.
business meetings.
That's one weird thing though that I find is I don't think this is going to be practical for fucking older people. Like technology as it is already not practical for older people. Like I even look
no,
at like millennials. I can't see a fucking 40-year-old person wanting to is going to be popping on a fucking VR headset at work. Like I just don't think it's practical enough or like
no,
I can't see
You know
that
what it
happening.
is? You know what it is though? It's just kind of like anything else though. Eventually they almost don't care about the older generation because they just got to get the younger generation
Yeah.
used to it, and then
Yeah.
eventually, you know what I mean?
It'll
Fucking
become the
20 years
norm.
from
Yeah.
20 years from now, then the average 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old guy is putting on a VR headset and
Yeah.
not going to have any issues about it. And that's kind of like,
No.
you know what I mean? We're doing that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
I got a VR headset 10 feet away from me right now.
yeah, like some
Um,
people think, you know, like right now in our generation, you see an elderly person play that's 70, 80, and you're like, oh, that's kind of different. You don't see that. But, you know, 40 years from now for us, fucking you're going to see elderly people playing fucking video games and shit like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially our generation. Like I'm gonna be playing video games until the day I stop breathing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
told you, our retirement home that's all it's going to be: LAN cables, Halo 2 tournaments.
Fuck yeah.
The loser loses their dead shirts for a week.
Yeah.
but like, I actually think, okay, because this is like it's like a double-edged sword for me because I just stopped saying like so much. I'm becoming self-aware. I hate it,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get better at speech. You ever have a dream like you find like dreams like and you wake up like that's how I felt like. Like I listened to a little bit of last week's episode,
Like,
and the amount of times I said like, I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to reach through the screen and strangle me.
Yeah. I
I'm
did
trying to do,
too.
I'm
Just
trying to do
listening to
better.
it.
It was like.
Yeah.
But
No, I think the metaverse it has so much
yeah,
potential, but I find the saying metaverse is so cringe because it's just, if it just
yes,
I just think it's so cringe, and especially the way that the metaverse isn't even like a thing. It's like a fucking word that Facebook
yeah,
came up with, and now I don't know, just
yeah,
okay, like digital
Er,
worlds have been a thing for fucking 20 years now,
yeah,
or longer. But all of a sudden, Facebook calls it metaverse, and they're just like the fucking sole creator of this digital world bullshit.
yeah, and
It's like,
they coined the term.
yeah,
Like
they coined exactly, and that's what
they're
makes me cringe about it is
I know
because,
'cause they're literally called Meta.
yeah,
Like that's their that's their parent company. It's now Meta.
yeah, and
Or
yeah,
like there's been virtual worlds out for a long time, especially when crypto started becoming more mainstream, like
yeah,
Decentraland and places like that. Like those have been around way before they coined the term meta, and
yeah.
so it's just like I don't know, it's
Well,
annoying
it's
to
funny.
me.
It's funny listening to like some. I listen to like a lot of podcasts, right?
Yeah,
And there's some older people that I listen to that are from the last generation, right? And they're talking about they're like, I'll bet you sometime in the future there'll probably be games like video games you play and you get rewarded with like this cryptocurrency. I'm like, that happens now.
yeah, it literally is
You,
happening
you
now.
could do like guys, do a quick Google search. It's happening now.
Yeah,
There's literally mobile games. Now it's not much, but you literally play games and you get rewarded in like, you know, point zero zero
yeah.
600 zeros 1 Bitcoin or something, or
Mhm.
it's
yeah.
usually Ethereum or Binance or whatever the heck it is. Or
There's actually a web browser called Brave. I don't know if
yes,
you guys have heard of it. It's actually
yeah,
really interesting. And it's actually a really good browser. It gives you, and there's lots of features that it has. Like it, but anyways, they pay cryptocurrency. So what it does is, like ad block.
yep,
Yep.
Like this is some greasy shit that they do. Okay, so it basically runs an ad block. It's built into the browser itself, so you don't have to see any ads. But the browser itself runs its own ads if you
Oh God.
wanted to. If you wanted
Okay.
to, you don't have to do it. But if you engage with the ads that they're bringing up, they pay you in cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But they do, so it's actually got some really neat features. So say if you're watching Twitch, like say I'm watching Cody's Twitch and
Yeah.
he's signed up to the Brave network.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I won't see any of Twitch's bullshit ads, but I might
Yeah.
see the ads built into the Brave network, and it pays Cody directly. And I
yeah,
can
Oh, nice.
tip him. Yeah, I can tip him in the Brave currency as well. So it's just like, it's more like it's not centralized advertising. Like it's not like big network advertising. It's just like more of a decentralized advertising scheme where you can like give money directly to the people instead of to the network.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind
Right.
of it's interesting.
Yeah, I like Brave. I think they're doing a lot of good things.
Yeah, and they got built a built-in ad block. They got you know, like private search, which really isn't private, but they have like a Tor search.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
yeah,
there, so basically what Tor is like, say I go onto a website, or say if I were to search my IP, you know how you can search your IP address? Well, it'll say I'm fucking in Sweden or something like that because you're running through another server that's not your own before you connect to the website.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah. So
Like a
no, it's got some.
VPN.
Yeah, it's basically it's very similar to a VPN, but it's
Okay.
built right into the browser itself.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
wonder. Now, here's the question I have: if that's the case, if you go and sign into Netflix through that, is that going to be like, oh, you're in Sweden? Here's your
Yeah,
Netflix
it would
Sweden.
it would be all fucked up, and I don't think you can control which network you're connecting to. So I think that would be an issue. But you don't have to use the Tor search though. That's just a
Yeah,
feature of the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
it's still nice, but like I guess like because it's free at the end of the day. If you
yeah,
want a free
exactly.
VPN, that's one way you can get around.
Yeah,
It's so Jen doesn't know how much hentai he watches.
exactly. And back in the day, I don't use Brave anymore, but I did back in the day, and I think I ended up accumulating like I don't know, like $60 in a year's time for
Oh
doing
yeah,
nothing, just using the
for
browser. Which fuck right now, it's probably like $1,000 because of how much the Brave coin has jumped up in the last. Because I was doing this like right when I heard about it. So,
right.
Nice.
Yeah, back when
but
Brave
it's
was
kind of
worth
neat. You
nothing.
know, you can earn cryptocurrency with zero effort in a sense.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
No, I
Yeah,
like that.
it's cool. And
It's
I this is
actually I was gonna say you bringing up the whole um tipping people with
Yeah.
currency, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of been a thing I noticed on some of the streaming platforms like Twitch
Yeah.
and stuff is people having the like a link. So if you want to tip them, you just
Yeah.
give them cryptocurrency instead.
I think why people are doing that is because I don't think Twitch gets any of that revenue if you tip
Mhm.
them through that source,
Yeah,
and B, probably because they don't have to write it off on their taxes,
true.
right? Because Twitch streamers have to write off their taxes, and if they get it in cryptocurrency, you know how cryptocurrency can be with that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, not for long though.
no, the governments are all over the world. Governments have opened their eyes, and they're going to be cracking down on this shit with a heavy fist.
Oh yeah, it's a
Which
shame.
makes the metaverse even more interesting because that's the thing. It's like the government, like, that's why I really like cryptocurrency is because it's accessible to everybody
Yeah,
and it's decentralized. But it. I'm scared to see what the future is like with the governments and the way they're going to try to crack down
yeah.
on this stuff because they're going to ruin it.
Well, yeah, that's my problem. And then like, when it's like you said earlier, you can't see older people getting into this stuff, which is true. And like, when you think about like VR, like take VR chat for example, like Redband. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he
Mhm.
he started the Joe Rogan podcast with him originally. He
Yeah.
was like the
Okay.
original guy, but he does his own thing now. And he's huge into VR. He literally plays every night. Like
Yep.
Wow.
he goes on like these walks in these different worlds with a bunch of his fans and shit and
Oh yeah.
his friends. And
That's cool.
his avatar is literally like he got it made as an NFT. Like he
Yeah.
basically paid an artist to make a rendering of a model and it's in NFT form.
Hmm.
It's on the blockchain is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, but it's literally the Wendy's chick, like the Wendy's logo, but it's like got like these huge tits with like
Oh.
like that. These are his words, right? He's like she's got the big areolas showing out, and it's like
Yeah.
and he was talking about how like, older people won't get the meta. Like they wouldn't get.
No, dude, there's already been a fucking article where this girl claimed she got groped in the metaverse, and it was like fucking the first week that the metaverse was live. It's like you are not meant to go into the metaverse then,
I
because
know.
because
Well,
this is the fucking beginning of this shit. It's like
Yeah.
literally, I got groped in the
I,
metaverse, like fucking oh
but that's what I mean though. Like, because you were saying like older people wouldn't get it, but like
yeah,
it, like literally they wouldn't. Like just if you think about it in the terms of like VR chat, you
yeah,
know, you could just be sitting there as a normal avatar, and you could see like SpongeBob walk by you,
yeah,
Sonic,
yeah,
the Wendy's chick, right?
yeah,
Like
Mhm.
anybody,
anything,
a lot of furries,
yeah,
a
oh yeah,
lot of furries, you
yeah,
know, and it's like it's just a lot of stuff that I think the older generation would think is weird, but to people like us, it's normal, you know,
hmm
Mhm.
and
and it's cool because you can almost role play in a sense of your favorite characters.
yeah, and see, I like that, and that's what I think. If you did the metaverse like that, where
Hmm
it's almost like a video game, but you're using real life currency in it, but
Yeah.
you get to be whoever you want and have
hmm
fun. I'm all down for that, but what's gonna happen if say, because essentially, like you said, your business meetings
Yeah.
people want to do that, and they do. Like Zuck's talked about that, how Meta, all their meetings are going to be virtual through this, these virtual meeting rooms.
Yeah.
But like like how are these older people going to react if you're all in a meeting and then like somebody's SpongeBob at the meeting and somebody's
Yeah.
this chick with huge
I
tits or
yeah,
something like.
I guess they'll I guess they're just gonna enforce that within their business.
Yeah,
Um
and that's what I mean. And then, but then
yeah.
it's so weird, man. Because like, is there going to be, like you said, the groping thing? Is there going to be laws in the metaverse?
Yeah.
Is there going to be
Yeah,
law
exactly. Like
enforcement?
it's a fucking free for all. It's no different than keyboard warriors. You know what I mean? Like people will
Yeah,
say whatever the fuck they want if they're sitting behind a screen and a keyboard. It's good. Those rules will still apply to the metaverse. It's going to be a fucking free for all.
yeah,
Just like VR chat is. You know,
yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
know
a
the
free for
thing
all.
I was thinking of is this whole groping scenario and shit like that. Um, if it's set up right too, say it happens in a meeting, for example, stupid as it sounds, that meeting they could have it set up where it's recording everyone. So that whole idea of someone being like, "Oh, someone groped me," when they weren't really groped. Well, now you
yeah.
have not like you kind of have to, these
Yeah.
people that are bullshitters really have to watch what they're fucking saying now
Yeah.
because
Or
it could
or
really
but
bite them.
okay, here's another thing. What if you actually did grope somebody as a joke and all of a sudden fucking this gets into the real world? Because now that's taken a lot more serious because like metaverse is you know what I mean? And all of a sudden
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're getting your career's ending in the real world because of this prank or joke that you did. And like it's kind of fucking scary, man. If you think about it,
Well, that's
it's
what I mean. Yeah,
I
that's
guess yeah, and but I guess at the same time too, that's kind of where fucking things have always been heading towards is these really sensitive. Like you
yeah.
can't be as harsh as you used to be. You watch a
yeah,
'70s movie, you watch an '80s movie. You can't do that stuff anymore because people are ultra sensitive.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
But
it's
like,
gonna carry over into this world where people might lose their jobs because of a prank that they did in a virtual world
I
that has
guess
no value to it at all, but
yeah,
you're
people take
right.
it serious.
I guess the how I look at it in the sense is we're self-aware of this
Yes.
conversation we're having, right? That we can't really make these jokes anymore. Then at the same time too, I guess we have to keep that in mind when we go into the VR world. As shitty as that is, it's
Yeah.
yeah,
just that's the reality of it. And if you go ahead and still do that, that's on you at the end. If you lose your job because of you should be self-aware that you can't go and grope someone or make a joke like that because nowadays people don't so women or like anyone technically
Yeah.
anyone can get groped and if they're not fucking happy with it whatever but um
But it's just like, where do you draw the line where it's like, okay, they're not like
I think
Why
that line.
making
Yeah.
a big deal about this? Like it's
That's what I mean.
not real. Like
The shitty
like
thing
we're-
is the line isn't straight.
yeah.
The line bends to
Oh, what are you trying
the
to
line
say?
bends to people. That's just the reality of it,
Yeah,
though,
no,
right?
it's true though.
It's
Yeah.
just
No, it
you
is.
know what I mean. Like I don't know even how to put this.
As we're oh,
Like I could like as a joke. I don't know. Someone like if someone in our group could grope someone, but
Yeah.
like we know each other in the sense
Yeah.
of like, and we're laughing it off, right?
Yeah, it's
But if
funny.
you go, yeah, so that's where that line bends. It's like, oh, okay, what's up? Now that's fine. But if you go do it to someone that it's not familiar with us, well, then now we're in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what? As we were discussing this, do you know what I could totally see happening in this metaverse or virtual world? Have you guys seen that Black Mirror episode where everybody has a rating?
I haven't actually seen Black Mirror.
I haven't seen it, but I am aware of the
Okay,
social credit
so
score.
everybody has a social credit essentially. I
Yeah.
could
Okay.
totally see that being a thing in the future is where you have a
Oh,
social credit in the virtual world and you can't do certain things unless you meet a certain criteria or you get shunned, and you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
your
okay.
whole entire virtual world and your
Yeah.
life within it depends on your credit score or your social
Yeah.
credit
Oh,
within that
okay.
world. I could
well,
see
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happening.
there's a lot of
Interesting.
people that think they're going to implement that in real life
Yeah,
because China already did.
but in a virtual world it'd be way easier.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because your account, your personality is tied to your account, so
Yeah, but my
I could see that happening.
my question is that, like, because I've never actually played VR chat, I've just watched
Yeah.
it before. But like, can you actually like? How do you?
You can
How would-
report people.
No, but how do you grope people? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, so groping somebody would be making a gesture. A gesture.
I okay,
It's a gesture.
but you can't actually like
No,
grab
you
and
can't.
hold
You
on to
physically-
people.
No, you can't physically make contact with
Okay,
people.
Think of it like if there's two, like you're in a video game, teabagging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teabagging. There you go. That's a
It's a
kind of like,
gesture.
and
Yeah.
it's a gesture of groping, I guess you could say. Is that right?
Mhm.
Am I saying that right?
In a sense, yeah. One
Yeah.
could look
Yeah.
at it that way.
but
Okay.
like,
So yeah.
but because I don't know if it's a different version that Red Band's playing, but he said that he actually made it so that his Wendy's character, like her little pigtails were grabbable
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and opposable.
Okay,
I'm-
yeah. So you
so
can
I'm
do
like,
features like that. You can make certain things work like that within VR chat itself. Yes.
okay, because that's what I mean. Like, because technically in the real world, yes, in the virtual world, maybe it looks like you're rubbing somebody's ass, but like you're not doing anything in the real world. You're touching a controller or
Yeah.
or you're getting motion tracked.
And you're not physically getting contacted if
hmm
in any fashion, in any
Yeah.
way. It's a purely mental. It's how you deal with it
it's
mentally.
still it's a mental version of sexual harassment.
Mhm.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. you could say.
Which I could see being a problem, especially like imagine stalking and stuff like that. Like that's going to be a
Oh,
serious
yeah.
issue that people
Oh,
are going to
yeah.
have to deal with. And actually, like even streamers deal with that. Like VR chat
Thank you.
streamers deal with that.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just gonna say that there's fucking one form of that is stream sniping.
Yep.
Yeah. Ryan gets that every week,
Every
Mhm.
week.
doing one scav run and then
Offline, and he still gets stream sniped.
Yeah, it's like wow, thanks, Code. Why did you have to stream snipe me?
Yeah. I
But
don't
yeah.
know. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's just kind of going with that. Yeah, it's just
yeah, I think there's going to be rules.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I know because like I said, what's to stop somebody from doing like the Wild Wild West stuff, like we did back in RuneScape, where
Yeah.
you'd be like, like people would be like, be my RuneScape girlfriend, be my,
Yeah.
like they, say bad words,
I think it'll be a wild wild west unless there's real life consequences to your actions. And I think like an in-game credit, social credit, or actions placed against
Yeah.
you outside of the virtual world, that shit will never end.
But that's
That's just human nature.
and the other thing I was gonna say too is getting further in this metaverse, it might not really truly like for quite some time not affect you or me or any of us here, but anyone that's like a celebrity goes and does something like that consequences
Oh,
immediately.
big time.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's just like within the metaverse, which is Facebook's virtual online world, essentially. That's what
Yeah.
the metaverse is. Another thing that I kind of want to discuss since we're on this topic, and that I think will ruin virtual worlds in the future, is exclusivity. Basically, so like for instance, to get into the metaverse, I'm pretty sure you have to have the Oculus Quest 2 or Oculus Quest, which
Oh yeah.
Facebook owns.
I don't think so. I think you can actually go on your computer, just make a little avatar. Because I think there's a few
No,
people.
but
But if,
with using a VR headset though, I think you have to use that VR headset to log into the metaverse,
Oh, maybe yeah.
which
Yeah.
Facebook owns that. And
I
that's what
actually
I think is ruining VR right now is these companies are coming out with VR headsets and they're getting exclusive games. Like VR
Oh,
is already a extremely niche product. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And you
Uh,
start doing exclusive bullshit like that where you have to own a specific headset to go into the metaverse or play this game. That's gonna ruin it right there.
Yeah, true. And
It's
actually,
got to be open
that's
source.
happening right now with Resident Evil 4. Buddy TK has a VR. It's just a basic HTC Vive, I think it's
Yeah.
called, and he was all pumped up because Resident Evil 4 is one of his
Is that the
favorite.
PS4 one?
No.
Oh, okay.
They actually made Resident Evil 4, um, for the Oculus Rift, like a version of it. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
like a PS3, PS4 version of Resident Evil 4. But yeah, but they made a VR version, like from scratch, but still using mainly
Yeah.
all the elements. But yeah, he's so pumped. He's like, "Hey man, you want to do a stream of it?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm down for that." And then he sent me a message a little while ago. He's like, you can only play it on the Oculus 2.
Yep.
that sucks.
And
Yeah.
another one, what was that PlayStation 4 Resident Evil game that came out where it was a first person? I forget
Oh,
what it was called.
7, Resident Evil
7.
7.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go again. The VR version of that game is exclusive to the PS4 VR
Yeah.
headset.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And that's so stupid to me. Like, I'm not gonna go and fucking buy, like, I own that on PS4 back then, but I don't have PS4 now or the VR,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna go back and buy that system just to play that one game.
Hell
And
no.
not only that, is the PS4 VR was pretty cool, but it was really underpowered because you're running it off of a shitty console. Like, that game would be so cool to play on a high-powered machine with a high-resolution headset, but no, it's exclusive to the fucking PS4. That is what is going to ruin VR, is shit like that, and I'm
Yeah.
sick of it.
VR needs to be an open source at the end
It
of the
has
day.
to be open source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe once it becomes mainstream and every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry owns a VR headset, then you can start doing exclusive shit. But you can't start exclusive shit from the ground up and expect it to work.
No.
Mhm.
No, it just doesn't work that way. That's yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Cuz yeah, like you said originally, it's a niche it's a niche product as it is, let alone, being exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rare enough to own one VR headset, let alone,
And
ordering a bunch of them.
yeah. And like the fucking what the not the Oculus. But anyways, what the headset that Facebook owns, I just said it a little while ago.
Oculus
Uh,
2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oculus
they
Quest.
are the worst for exclusive bullshit.
Mhm.
Like they literally have their own store just for like the
It's
Oculus games.
Isn't that kind of funny, hey? A company that Zuckerberg is so about innovation and shit like
Yeah.
that, but then he puts a fucking block on something.
Yeah.
You can't innovate when you block something. Like if
No.
that's probably not the right term, maybe I don't know, but that you get what I'm getting at though.
Yeah.
Is you can't innovation needs to be open.
Yep. See,
Yeah,
and that's like Steam. Steam did their VR headset, but it's all their headset's completely open source, and all their games are open source too. Yes, you have to buy them off of the Steam website, but you can use any VR headset playing those VR games.
Mhm.
yeah,
The
exactly.
games themselves are open source.
And that's
Yeah.
how it should be. That's the same as like all the console wars. Like, just let
Mhm.
people play games.
Yeah,
cares what they play
which
it
is
on?
happening a lot more now. Like at least they're doing console PC instead of just strictly console.
Yeah, no, exactly. Things are chilling out a little bit, which is nice.
Hmm.
But still, it's just like it's enough of the fanboys
Yep.
fanboying from every freaking corner of the metaverse and the universe and the omniverse.
Hmm. But do you
Yeah,
think it's possible that they just announced this metaverse to simply sell their Oculus Quest 2 headset?
that could have been honestly,
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
and the
Like it could just be a marketing thing where it's like, okay, we're trying to sell our headset, so we're going to create this metaverse.
yeah, well, and I think it's gonna be like I think it's gonna be competitive. I don't think it's just gonna be Zuck and his metaverse. I think there's gonna be, you know, as funny as it is, a multiverse. You know, there'll be
Yeah.
different companies making different, you know, like Steam or something. Steam will probably make their own version of a virtual, you know, because it's essentially just going to be a virtual world. The
Yeah.
Facebook one's supposed to be though. It's supposed to like Meta is supposed to bridge the gap between video game and reality. Though it's
I was,
supposed to be like more of a real life
They're
application.
also like
I wanted to
they're also
say
pushing a lot more business oriented too.
Yes.
your comment on Steam. I was going to say Steam isn't going to do that. Steam's just going to make servers for fucking multiverses to put their shit on, and then Steam's going to ask 30% from each multiverse.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
A- a- and then they're gonna, and then they're gonna, yeah. Then they'll put the 30% on it and make it exclusive for 1 year.
Yeah.
And then they'll promise to release a Half-Life 3 metaverse, but they never will.
Yeah.
Hmm. But the reality of it is like VR has to be open source all the way through, in and out.
Yes, I agree. And I think I'll probably leave us on this one because yeah, it's gonna be a shorter one here because I gotta take
Yep.
off. But
Wow.
my last question, believe me, we will have other podcasts on the metaverse because it's gonna get bigger and crazier as we go on. But the question I have the question I have for you guys is
Wait, fuck starters,
do you,
get it out.
do you want this? Sorry, I was reading his fucking TikTok. But the question I have for you gentlemen is do you think it will be as fun though with the censorship with this stuff? Or do you think it'll lose its charm from being
No,
Wild
because
West?
it won't be an escape from reality because it'll just be the same bullshit.
Yeah,
That's why these things are like video games and all this shit is so awesome because it's an escape from reality from all this bullshit. But now they're just gonna push the bullshit into our escape and we're gonna have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And see, and that's what I'm afraid of.
What?
And I almost think they should have servers where it's Wild West, where you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, and
Hmm.
just have it be the Wild West, like old school RuneScape back in the day, shit like that. But then
Yeah.
you can have your proper servers too. But I
Hmm.
just think it's like if it gets to the point where people are like being canceled or like any stuff like any kind
Yeah.
of stuff like that for like doing like even like people have done the VR chat thing where they have a short character and you're a tall character and they run into you and it looks like you're sucking their dick. It's like
Yeah.
ha 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 ha. But
Yeah.
then
Uh,
somebody will
one
be like
question for you
assault.
guys with the whole gaming thing and the fact
Hmm.
we've kind of been talking about gaming and talking about NFTs. What is I there's been a lot of talk, or there was anyways, I think it's starting to die down, of NFTs in video games.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I I honestly don't like it. It's ridiculous. Like that's I think we got away from the point, but that's the point I was going to make earlier was that I think NFTs are here to stay and there's proper applications for them like
Yeah.
that could be made in the metaverse and stuff. But as far as what's going on right now with the digital art stuff like Bored Ape Yacht Club and all that stuff, I think that's a fad. That's a
Yeah.
fad. That stuff, it's clear. You can look at the art is crap. It doesn't look
Hmm.
good. But then there's
Hmm.
people like Beeple He's an artist, and he makes a new piece of art every day of the year, and he makes it into an NFT that people can purchase, and it's actually unique and cool art.
I
But
actually thought of an idea. Like I love games like Diablo 2. I could
yeah,
see NFTs and digital currency being implemented in that style of game really well. Because like for instance, say if you dropped like this crazy sword that randomly rolls all these crazy affixes on it, and it's unique because of how random it is, and that's an NFT. Like that's
yeah,
you know what I mean? There's some neat potential there. For sure.
yeah,
And
and
you
that's how it
own
should
that
be
weapon.
done.
You own that weapon because it's yours. Like you own, it's a token on the blockchain. Like that, I think there's some cool shit that they could do with that, but it's just I guess we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you could transfer ownership for real
Yeah.
money. Well,
Yeah.
like for crypto or something.
Yeah, for crypto.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I no, I like that idea, but like what I don't like is the idea of like giving people these like for I think it's like NBA 2K or something. They want to do like NFTs of the players, like old like
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Like instead of having the little cardboard cards, you're gonna have NFT cards.
Yeah, I've seen some people doing that with like almost like Pokemon trading cards. It's not Pokemon, but it's same idea, like a trading card game where the cards
Yeah,
themselves are NFTs, which I
Jesus.
don't know, it's kind of neat. It's different. I don't know. It's just a
yeah.
neat territory to see what happens with it. And I
See,
think
and
there is some good ideas, but then there's some stupid ideas too.
yeah, and if you make your own, if somebody made a digital card game on the blockchain, I actually would be all for that.
Me too. Me
If it was
too.
original,
Yeah.
but the problem I have is that these people, these fucks, I'll say,
Yeah.
they price out everybody right away.
Yeah, and it
Like,
gets ruined. Yeah.
well, it gets stupid.
Yeah.
Like I said, like the Bored Ape thing. It's just stupid, shitty art.
Hmm.
And it's like, oh yeah, it's only 3,000 Ethereum. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Like, what? That's 3,000 times, $5,000 a piece.
Yeah.
So,
No, but the
50.
trading card game, I think that would interest me. And then you can
Yeah,
implement shit like that into the metaverse as well, where it's like, you might go into like a club where all these other people are that hold these NFT cards and trade with them or play the game with them. And
yeah,
you physically own these cards because you know what I mean? Like they're a token. They're not there's
yeah,
not an infinite amount of these things, so they have value based on that as well. And that's like there's some cool stuff. Like I think there is some pretty neat stuff that we might see in the future.
yeah, and that's what I mean. That's where I've changed my mind on NFTs in a
Yeah.
way that I could see positive ways they could be used.
Hmm.
But like I said, the positive way is not these get rich quick schemes.
No.
These people that are just copy pasting art or just making the same art in 10,000 different ways and then selling it for ridiculous amounts of money. That's just it's like a Ponzi scheme at the end of the day. It's like you're
Hmm.
just getting scammed. And the whole point of them is to find a bigger idiot than you to buy them.
And because crypto is so anonymous, how do we even know that these purchases are even real?
That's the problem too. It's like the
You know?
greatest game market all over again.
Like, how do
It
we
could
know
just
that these
be
purchases are even real? It could be the same guy buying his own shit back from him, thus creating a market that doesn't even exist for
exactly.
ridiculous prices.
That's what WADA and Heritage Auctions were doing with the sealed game market. They were they put like a sealed Super Mario 64 for $2 million, or so, yeah, $2 million. Then they bought it, and then well, somebody bought it, right? But it turned out to be
Hmm.
them, and then they listed it for $1 million, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, this just sold for $2.
Yep.
I need
Yeah.
it." And
Yep.
that's what these NFT guys are doing. Because all you get is a blockchain address. You don't. It's not like, oh, this is such and such, and this is address.
Yep.
No, you get like an OXXXXXPPP
Yeah. You have no
104XS.
fucking clue who
Yeah,
that person is.
yeah. It's literally just a blockchain address. It's a wallet address.
It's a wallet, and you can transfer fucking crypto between wallets. And even if you did find out whose wallet that was somehow, you could literally just transfer it to another wallet, and then thus again, it's fucking. You have no clue. Like it's.
Mhm.
Oh, I know instantly. You could just
Yeah.
instantly transfer it and have no idea.
And that's again, the other scary part is you get one digit wrong, and all of a sudden that money is just out there in the universe.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's
It's
either
gone.
It's either vapor or it's gone to somebody's address if they had that wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, which really sucks. But yeah, I was probably gonna cut it off there. I know it's an extra
Mhm.
small one. Unless you guys have any closing remarks right now.
No, I think we
No.
should definitely. I think there's definitely a lot more to talk about with the metaverse and NFTs and stuff in the future.
I
for
know.
Sure.
Oh, this is not. Yeah, this is not over by a mile. And you know, we might have to talk someday about like, you know, our ideas on. You know, maybe we'll be the guys. Maybe we'll make a digital
The
card.
thing
game.
is, I one thing I did want to mention though is you have to be an artist to get into this type of shit. And I
Yeah.
can't even draw a fucking stick figure.
Actually, you know what's funny?
Yes.
Brian Redband, the guy I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
he actually said that, and it made me laugh so hard. He was saying how the tables have turned, so to speak, because back in the day, who was the poor person typically? Like an artist, right?
Arts and sciences. And how many times have these people been made fun of for going to school like for the arts and sciences?
Yeah, exactly, right. And then
Mhm.
like artists are always like, I'll do a commission, like they're the poorest people around normally.
Yeah.
But like now in this new digital age, especially with NFTs, they're the
Mhm.
rich motherfucker. That guy I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
Beeple, his Instagram, if you want to check it out, it's Beeple crap. But yeah, he made $100 million last year. Or no,
Yeah.
200. 200, yeah, he made $200 million, I think, off of NFTs last year. Like, went from being a broke artist to being a rich mofo.
Mhm.
Jesus, eh?
That just shows you like, but obviously, like I said, if you check out his Instagram, like it's not just a drawing of a stupid ape or you know a stick figure, like a little pixel art pirate. It's actual like art that definitely took time and energy. But
That's cool.
yeah,
Yes.
it's cool. So, any other closing remarks for right now?
I guess we're going into the next episode will be in the New Year's, so I guess anyone that's watching, happy holidays.
Yeah,
New
yeah.
Year's.
Have a good New Year, and we will see you after the New Year. And don't forget to go to twitch.tv/thehouster.
Thank you.
That's the underscore Houster.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Remember, the Houster is not active. He's been booted off.
Yeah.
That was actually Ryan's old channel. He just, talking too much. He was talking too much shit.
Talking too much trash.
Yeah. Yeah, he was saying shit like girls can't be funny, and it just wasn't good. But yeah, and check out the podcast on all the socials, NRJB at NRJB. I'm done.
Holy fuck, just end the podcast already.
Yeah, at NRJB podcast on Twitter and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
Peace out, guys.
Good night,
Oh.
setters.
I was gonna say, just also, both of you guys also have Twitch channels too.
Yes, we do. Mine is Code Manliness.
Yeah.
And mine, I do not stream on anymore.
I know. Wow.
I know.
Sometimes here and there.
I do, yeah. Mine's sword
Right.
_here here as well. So
Yeah.
There you go.
He used to be a big deal on Mixer until Microsoft pulled the plug.
fuck,
Yeah.
don't even get me on that.
We'll talk about that at a later date.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Peace out, guys.